Good morning, buenos días,
Yeah, okay.
buongiorno. How are you,
Buongiorno.
Salvatore?
Good morning to you. So, uh, nice to meet you today for this first webinar about the presence of FMA in North America, USA, and Mexico.
Yes, thank you so much, Salvatore, for your time. And actually, Salvatore today is in Guadalajara. He's visiting our corporate office. So we're very glad to have you in Mexico. So thanks again. My name is Gerardo Macias with Staff Bridge Executive Search, and our strategic partner is Future Manager Alliance, or FMA. Salvatore Corradi is the founder and chairman of FMA. So we've been working with him for many years now. Salvatore, let me start asking you a little bit more about yourself as a person. Uh, tell us more about your role as an entrepreneur, and how did you start FMA?
Thanks for this introduction, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. So, about me, first of all, I will prefer to talk about my company, FMA. But shortly about me, I am 63 years old. I born in Sicily, in south of Italy. And my career in human resource industry started when I was 30. I met a multinational company, very famous, Adecco. They was looking for a key man to open the Italian market to temporary work industry. To go quickly, finally, in 97, we achieved this goal. I was in charge also as vice president for the lobbying association in Italy. And so thanks to this company, I acquired a lot of skills in our industry. I was the CEO for temporary work, for outplacement, outsourcing, every HR solution. In 97, finally, I founded my personal company in Italy. And I started with my entrepreneurial career. Uh, in 2009, during the crisis, the financial, worldwide financial crisis, many times people can take the occasion to reflect, to think about the future. Every crisis can be an opportunity.
Yes.
And during this time, for me, it was clear that be linked only with one economy could be a big risk. And so I talked with my colleagues, said, okay, right now we have to think global. Yes. And the first rule, you have to forget absolutely your local experience. Because it's normal. The normal process is that a company is a successful company in a country and try to export this experience in other countries and after in another continent and maybe in the future at global level. FMA started on the contrary. We forgot immediately the good experience at Italian level. And we did imagine a global company from the first day. To give you a concrete element, our brand. The brand has been designed in London. Our website platform, the global platform, has been realized in California.
I see.
So our global invoicement is centralized in Milan. So thanks to this approach, we achieved another fundamental point for a global company. or for a born global company. Don't forget. This is the geographical expansion. Because the first question was, FMA will be a European concept, an international concept, or a global concept. These three different levels. And finally, I was focused in the first 2 years traveling around the world to meet people, to meet other entrepreneurs, mixing knowledge and developing the today FMA. Because today FMA is the result of 6 years of evolutions. And now the company completed the evolution. What is FMA today? It is more easy to tell what is not. FMA is not a network. You know, in our industry, there is a lot of network.
Right.
Nothing against this formula, but we are not a network. We are a company with several systems to have a real compliance, for example, a real marketing policy, a real standard, quality standards around the world.
Exactly.
And thanks to that, thanks to this evolution that I carried personally, but thanks also to the guys around the world that helped me, we achieved this reality, a company with clear rules, clear compliance, people at global level proud to be an FMA, low turnover of members, and don't forget the FMA system include 4 different levels of participation.
Right.
Simple operator in some countries where it is not so useful, have a real branch. Simple member, in some countries we have 2 or 3 members focused on different specialties, for example. Exclusive member. This member represent all the country. And the last one is shareholder, because this is one of the most important difference in FMA. People around the world can participate to the company capital. And this is the reason why the clients around the world find in everywhere the same approach. FMA is a real company, is a real team, and not a simple network. Again, can you imagine 3 months ago, a client from USA, a chemical company based in the Detroit, sorry.
Oh, Detroit, my second home, actually.
Exactly. They met FMA in Japan. They asked for an executive search of a C-level in South Korea. And in 1 week, the FMA Japan was in touch with FMA South Korea, with FMA corporate in Milan for the administration issues and blah, blah. And the client in some days received a perfect feedback about the feasibility of the operation, pricing, contract, and also in 2 months we realized the goal for the client. So right. You imagine a simple network that in 1 week can manage this at the global level with Milan, Seoul, Tokyo. Three parts of the company that can. So what is the real difference? FMA is a bold global company. For us, it's very clear. But Think about. Many clients asked me, please, Mr. Corradi, can you explain me what is your specialization? And ever I say, very simple and very clear. At global level, our specialization is help you every time you need strategic support abroad. This is our specialty. We are not so interested at local level. At local level, you will, of course, you have your solution. But if you need to go abroad with an operation with a clear value, strategic value for your company, FMA born for this reason. At local level, of course, we have the right knowledge and skills to help you. So the market is recognizing in FMA this value, this specialization, because the normal flow in this case is that the client call at local level a multinational firm. The multinational firm at local level, for example, in Mexico, putting in contact the client with another guys in Italy. And normally, the CEO in Mexico, the CEO in Italy, talk about. So many clients said me that normally the first month, the client wait for that to receive a feedback. In FMA, the company, the organization is very flat. And our focus is very clear. Understand what the client needs abroad and manage and focus all our energies in this direction. So this is FMA today, and we are very proud about that.
Yes, and it is exciting, definitely, because we've been working with FMA for some years now, and like you mentioned, Future Manager Alliance is not a network; it is a company that creates partnerships, real business partnerships,
absolutely,
with other headhunting or executive search firms, like with us, with the Staff Bridge. And we have very exciting things coming up with you in the US, Mexico, Central America. So tell us more about that, about your vision for the US, Mexico, Central America, and any other regions that you have plans for.
First of all, Mexico. Like you said, FMA through your company is present in Mexico since 2016. Why Mexico? Mexico has the position number 11 for industrial production worldwide. And Mexico in Central America and not only is a big economy, because people every time said Mexico, no? Estados Unidos de Mexico. Not Mexico. Estados Unidos de Mexico. And talking with Jose Valle, my partner, after year, we discussed it many times at the beginning about the Latin American USA market. But I said also, Jose, we are present in USA since 2015 in Northeast of USA. And it's time to open, to establish a company, an FMA USA. This is the right time after the COVID dramatic era. I think that USA market, USA economy will restart in a very short time. And I'm proud today to give you this notice, this news. The company FMA USA is a reality, no?
Yes.
And the company is established in Texas, Dallas. And today I am in Guadalajara exactly for this reason, to discuss with Jose and all the team management involved in Europe and in Mexico and in USA, how we will proceed in USA. So that's what is my vision. My vision is very clear. Go ahead, ever, always. No stop and believe in USA market. You cannot be global, really global, if you have not a strong presence in USA. Put in connection countries like China, Japan, South Korea, Australia with USA. It's absolutely a commitment that we cannot forget. So my vision is very clear. We will have success in this partnership, and we will fight. We will invest energy, money, knowledge, and I am absolutely confident the team management at the moment is a real dream team.
Yes.
Voilà.
Yeah. Well, very exciting news for FMA and for us, for Staff Bridge, because yes, now thanks to you and your team and our team, it is a reality to enter the U.S. market with with uh, with actual operations in Texas. So yeah, we're very excited for that, and I truly believe we're ready as part of FMA as a global company. You mentioned important things. You know, like you said, you cannot be truly global if you are not in the US market. And yes, we believe that too. At the end, the US is one of the most important markets for HR services, recruiting, executive research, even maybe in the future outplacement. You know, who knows, right? So go ahead.
Thanks for this comment, because just a bit an update about the next FMA expansion. Before the end of the year, my target is to be present in Canada. We are more or less indirectly present in India, but Australia is a target, is a goal for us to put in connection all the HAPAC area. So, and for this year, maybe also some country in Eastern Europe, like Czech Republic, and I don't know what, but we are growing. The FMA system is really appreciated for the new applicants to enter in our system.
Yes.
So this about services. Like I said at the beginning, my personal experience, my personal skills allow me to understand all the majority of the HR solution that the market needs. And a small story. when I gave the mandate to the web agency
Mm-hmm.
to represent exactly the real sentiment, the real approach of FMA, I said that never a client visiting our website must have the feeling that one HR solution is more important than another. Because we think we talk about HR solution. Of course, executive search of C-level people.
Mm-hmm.
Or next is a segment that include people that it's clear that in 2 years will be C-level.
Right.
So this focusing so strong. But all the HR solutions are well connected. We have a client that asked us support to organize an Excel training course at global level for all the financial managers around the world. And we organized it and we gave these services apparently so far from executive search. But the strategic value for the client was very high. So think to FMA like an HR consultancy global company. Because for us it's important. 3 elements: globality, HR solutions, and global approach, concrete. Listen, sometimes I am strategic. Sometimes I have to talk very high strategic level. But I love talk with clients every day to understand exactly their needs and to understand what kind of HR solution we can give them. So, executive search, of course, I can tell you that 85% of the turnover at global level is C-level.
Yeah, that's right.
And the remaining is exactly distributed in all the HR solutions, from training to outsourcing to RPO, recruiting process outsourcing, all the solution. Think about when a client asks us to recruit a new CEO in a country. Normally, the client asks us also the service that accompany the manager and his family during the transfer from a country to another country. The cross-culture approach and services. It's not so a big volume in terms of turnover, but linked with the other services or HR solution. The client has one interlocutor, one invoicement, one reporting, one of everything is very easy for them. I'm sorry, but outside of the house, they decided to make some works.
Yes, don't worry about it. I mean, it's our daily life, I guess, with Zoom and everything. I mean, we're used to that. We actually have, well, we just had some comments from Estela, our CEO for Stavridge, and also Justine. Justine, she's with Stavridge, but she's also country manager for Future Manager Alliance for our region. What would you say is the biggest challenge of being a global company?
The biggest challenge is try to stay so far from the local sentiment, from the local approach. For example, invest in your brand, in your global brand. Don't mix any brands. And I think that the key point is entrepreneurship. If for you is clear the project, if for you is clear the global sentiment that you want to achieve, I don't think that you will find too much obstacle about that. For me, it was very, very complicated between 14 and 30 countries. Because, yes, because the jump was very high. But talking with some colleagues around the world, they say to me many times, the stupid secret is that you started thinking global from the first moment.
Exactly.
Exactly. This is what the key point. And even if at local level, one of the most important point is the perfect knowledge of the local market. In any case, our members around the world think global. They understand it perfectly that when they have to approach a global client, the approach is different from the normal. And the client know that, because for a client recruit a CEO at local level, they know the process. But in a country with a distance of 10,000 miles, for example, the situation change. Voilà.
Yes.
This is my answer.
Yeah, and good. And well, we have just a few minutes left, but I would like to repeat some things that you said. Um, our main market in executive search is, like you said, the C-level, and then which is almost 85% of the market, and then the rest is everything else, of course. But I really like what you just said about and from the beginning of our conversation, thinking global from the beginning. If you want to have that reach and that vision, you just have to plan ahead, like you did with FMA. From the beginning, you contacted people in London, for the website, and then in California for other things, and then you met Jose Valle, our founder, to reach out into Mexico. So yes, you just have to have that larger vision for the business, right? So again, I thank you for your time, for traveling to Guadalajara. I know that your trip, I mean, it was longer than expected, but I would like for you to give us some last comments. Before that, we have other comments from the audience. From Rodrigo, he says, I agree with Estela. Thinking global makes a big difference, of course. So please, Salvatore, give us a few words to close up this conversation.
A very concrete factor. When I met Jose Valle in San Francisco, or when I met people around the world, I had in my mind a clear target. Understand, many times with the stomach and the heart, what was the global potential of the entrepreneur that I was on front. And from the first moment, Jose showed me that, of course, he was very, very happy to have this so successful company in Mexico. But his wish for the future was become global, become out more possible. And we was agree. to give you an idea, another example, in France, in France, Stéphane Glacé, the name of his local brand is Global Mind. So every member that I met around the world, they had already a clear idea about that. So just to close, and I thank you for the opportunity again about this webinar, this interview. The title of this webinar, this global is an hard job. Sorry, no, I am not agreeing. It's a very exciting job.
Yes.
And if you ask me, if I am a man different of 6 years ago, the answer is absolutely yes. Because every day I have to learn, every day I have to transform the learning in tools, strategy, correction of the strategy, but the vision is very clear. In 5 years, right now, FMA will be a very, very and well recognized player at global level in terms of HR consultancy and HR solution at global level. A client can call FMA to ask an HR solution at global level without any limit about countries with the same standard. So I'm reading a lot of comments.
Yes. Yeah, and here's Federica from your team in Italy.
Yes.
Yes, thank you and congratulations for this meeting, also from FMA headquarters in Milan. Of course, thank you so much, Federica. And again, Salvatore, muchas gracias for your vision, for your guidance, because you know so much about executive search, and you've taught Stabbridge about process, about service, but most of all about that global vision. So yes, I'm also sure that FMA in a few years, it's going to be recognized even more all over the world. And we are so happy to be part of that vision and that dream that you have. So please, to all the audience, make sure you follow Salvatore here on LinkedIn, that you follow Future Manager Alliance. And any questions that you have, please reach out to Salvatore or to FMA. So thanks again.
Thanks. You're welcome. And let me make a proposal for you. I think that maybe that every quarter we can organize a new webinar to inform
Yes.
the markets about the progress of the company USA. Why not? We can create a special series.
Yes,
because
of course.
Because I think that it may be very interesting for our audience follow this kind of startup.
Definitely. Yes, we can do that for sure. And again, for the ones that just connected, and of course, some people are going to watch this after, but let me repeat again that for Future Manager Alliance and Stabbridge, USA is now a reality with an office, I'm sorry, in Houston, Texas. So yeah, we can do a quarterly call with you or with someone else from the team to talk about USA and our clients, what the things that we're doing. So yes, let's do that. Yes.
So thanks again. Thanks again. Muchas gracias.
Un abrazo, Salvatore. Enjoy your time in Guadalajara, and hopefully I'll see you soon in person. I'm in Monterrey. So
See, I hope so. Very, very fast.
thanks
And
again.
let me comment that I am discovering the real tequila.
That's good.
And
That's good.
yes, and I am discovering that I
Excellent.
had a bad opinion about tequila. But the reality is different. So,
Of course, yes. Salud. And again, thank you, and have a safe trip back
thanks.
to Milan. And thank you all for your time.
Thanks again. Un
Take
abrazo
care.
and thanks a lot. Ciao.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Bye.